Hey Fandom, it's me, Aaron, for a comics show. It's another good week for comics. It's the last week of the new DC stuff. Fight Club 2's out. Marvel still has new Secret Wars stuff out that doesn't spoil issue 4 Secret Wars that's late. But hey, Fight Club 2 is freaking amazing. I mean, look at this cover. Look at this cover. This is awesome. This book is the shit. Like, if you don't like this book, you haven't read this book. I know like plenty of people talk shit online. That's what they like to do. They like to say, oh, Fight Club 2, oh, that's like such a sellout, cash grab, bull crap. Dark Horse lost the rights to Star Wars and now they're gonna be milking Fight Club. Whatever, that's wrong. You're stupid if you have that opinion. Because it's the writer of the book doing this, and he's doing more stuff. The first rule of Fight Club 2 is read Fight Club 2 and shut the hell up about it if you haven't read it. Like, don't talk about it. Don't talk about Fight Club 2 if you haven't read it. And I read issue 2 already. I've been getting them in advance from Dark Horse, and I freaking loved it. It's weird. It's eerie. It has those weird moments like in the movie where things aren't as they seem that they can pull off in cinema. They pull it off in different ways here in the comic, and in ways that, like in a book, in prose, you know, where there's no pictures at all, no visuals, it wouldn't be the same. And I just think it's so respectful that this dude is doing the sequel in my favorite medium, comic books, in the medium we all pretend to like when we're not complaining about it on the internet. And this book is A+ work. It is amazing, and I think everyone that likes that movie at all should get it. If you don't like the movie, I don't know. I don't have anything for you. But if you do like the movie, and especially if you're like me, that's like, you know, I'm 38. I watched the movie when I was young, when I was, you know, affected in that way, and now that I am married with kids, as he is in this book, I can relate to it. So if you're an old, cynical white guy like me that feels like no matter what you do in life, it's never good enough, you'll probably really enjoy this book, and you'll probably, you know, maybe go on medication, maybe not, I don't know. I can't tell whether they think we should go on medication or not. I don't know what that main theme is, but Kaptara, Chip Zdarsky, I'm loving this. Wizard's just got a whole lot sexier. Like, his beard makes his little, his panties, like his little tunic is from his beard. And this book is so much fun. You have Keith, the Lord of the Dance Floor, and you know, he's from Earth, and he's here on this weird planet that's kind of like the Masters of the Universe type stuff, like kind of satire, kind of parody with that. This issue was so much fun with these little like troll goblin gloms guys. They're like bros. They're like internet bro trolls that hate on everything. They're just racist and sexist and homophobic, just terrible. And they've been kicked out of the city, and yeah, they want help, and they don't get it. And it was fun. It was cathartic. I'm enjoying this book a lot. It's just really wacky and really. I like Zdarsky's voice. I like how he does social commentary through really random, wacky ass bullshit, and I'm enjoying it. The Walking Dead 143, 144 is the final issue of the story arc, the final issue of the next collection, the final issue that will be collected in the Compendium 3. And I know there's gonna be a major death. I know there has to be. Either everyone back, like nothing, this is not a spoiler for this issue. This is just my pure speculation. Either everyone back at the base camp is gonna be dead, or Carl or Rick, one of them is gonna die, or Andrea. You know, someone's gonna die. It's gonna be something big, because that is gonna drop. That's gonna be the final issue before the collection. And it's gonna drop right before San Diego Comic-Con. And you know, Kirkman likes to be the buzz of Comic-Con, so something huge is gonna happen. If you don't already have 144 reserved at your comic shop, reserve it. You'll be able to sell it on eBay, because there's gonna be a major death of some kind. I just know it, I know it. I feel it. And you know, I put my money where my mouth is. I ordered a whole lot extra, and I think it's gonna happen. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see in 3 weeks whether I'm right or wrong. So, you know, whatever. Witches. Scott Snyder, Jock, I've loved this. This is done for Witches what Walking Dead did for zombies. It's just, Witches have been kind of like, they're just goofy with warts on their noses, and they fly on brooms and bullshit like that. And this is like actual creepy ass, live in the woods and kill people. People are pledged, people are given to the witches. And there is a lot of weirdness in this that I didn't see coming, that I should have saw coming. There's a lot of weird mystery horror. It's ridiculous. This Snyder lives for horror. Snyder basically made Batman a horror book. And this is him doing what he does best. And the entire volume of the first 6 issues is $10. It's $9.99. But Scott Snyder said that's just the first print. So if you waited for the trade, good for you. You can get all 6 issues for $10. If you decide to further wait because you weren't really just waiting for the trade, you're actually a chronic procrastinator in all things in life, and you'll get around to buying the trade, well, you might have to pay like $15 when the second print comes out. So it's worth it. You probably deserve it. I don't know you, but you probably do. If you're watching this video, you're probably a pretty cool dude. And splurge on the $10 and get Witches. You will not be disappointed. Moving on to the mainstream stuff. X-Men 92. This is the era of X-Men of the cartoon show. This is when the cartoon show came out. This is that era of X-Men. This is the thing that so many people were introduced to the X-Men in. You know, like that whole like and it has a little bird chirping. All that. That is this era of X-Men. They're all those costumes. That's all that kind of whimsical stuff. It's cool. It's cool. I enjoy that as much as the next guy. My favorite X-Men, Longshot Dazzler in Australia, whatever, that's when I started reading it, so that's obviously my favorite. I enjoyed this. You'll enjoy it too if you like any of that, have any affinity to that, you'll love it. But E for Extinction, this is baller. This is just balls out the new X-Men Grant Morrison era. It's the artist from part of his era, Burnham, that does a lot of stuff with Grant Morrison. He's currently doing Nameless. He's writing it, and it is insane. It opens with Professor Xavier with 2 guns to his head, and you turn the page and he kills himself. I mean, that's just, yeah, like I spoiled it, but you know, as soon as you turn the page, it had been spoiled for you anyway, and you probably wouldn't have bought it anyway, half the people complaining, but it's insane, and it gets wackier from there. It's really, really, really weird. All that weird, kooky, heavy ideological stuff of New X-Men is in here, and it's weirder and wackier and more cerebral, and Magneto was right, and it's just insane, and I'm loving it. And if you like that era of X-Men before House of M, before they're like, oh, no more mutants, when it was like actually progressing the themes of X-Men, mutants being the next phase in humanity for real, and there was like District X is in here. And then there's stuff in here that is head-turning twists that I'm not going to spoil at all, but if you like that Grant Morrison New X-Men era, you need to get this book. Regardless if you read any other X-Men or Marvel book since then, you could get this book and enjoy that. It's a little bit of like that nostalgic kind of like hit. Age of Ultron, Marvel Zombies, this is Robinson, did Airboy, did Starman, did fun stuff that I like. This is exactly what it is. It's robots versus zombies. And Hank Pym's in it. Hank Pym. You know, I've been wanting Hank Pym to show up in this battle world, and he's in there. So if you're excited about the concept of seeing robots versus zombies, get it. If not, pass. I mean, that's battle world. That's your prerogative. If you don't have an affinity or some strong urge to the pitch, don't worry about it. And if you do, you'll probably enjoy it because it is as advertised. Planet Hulk, I'm loving this. I'm loving the Steve Rogers Gladiator on Devil Dinosaur, and there's a smart Banner Hulk in here as a companion, an ally, and I'm enjoying that book. Infinity Gauntlet, like the first issue, it's weird. I don't know where it fits in anything, but Thanos, a family of Novas, the Infinity Stones, not gems, and yeah, some Guardians of the Galaxy are in there too. Guardians of Nowhere, maybe, perhaps. And finally, not Secret Wars, it's Howard the Duck 4. Okay, so there's Howard the Duck, there's Doctor Strange, who I can't wait for Jason Aaron to write. It's a Marvel superhero Secret Wars tie-in, a Deadpool Secret Wars tie-in, but not a Secret Wars tie-in. So if you can follow that, back in the 80s there was a Secret Wars, and that's what the Deadpool Secret Wars is in. Not the Secret Wars you're reading now, but it's a tie into that, and it really is. Like the Deadpool Secret Wars, it really does tie into that, and that's fun. And yeah, I want to see more Howard the Duck with Deadpool and weirdness like that. But Zdarsky is really killing it in Howard the Duck. I'm really enjoying that. And finally, DC. I'm just highlighting a few things of their releases for this week that I actually really liked. We Are Robin #1. You got this Duke Thomas, newish character. You've seen him here and there, and now he's a Robin. And DiDio made a joke that was like, oh, you know, it's kind of like a internship program of Robins. There's been so many Robins in just 5 years' time. Now it seriously is. Like, Batman has inspired Robins, has inspired youth in Gotham to become Robins and start patrolling things for themselves, start trying to make things right for themselves. And, you know, it's like, sort of like, perhaps, I mean, this is just the first issue, and I'm just kind of like reading into it, but what if like the people that are kind of social justice type of people on the internet put on a Robin-esque costume and grabbed a lead pipe and go bash some skulls? Like, that's cool, right? I mean, that's neat. I mean, you can have your opinion on internet and armchair activism and whatever you want, but if those people put on a makeshift Robin costume, picked up a lead pipe and started bashing people in the head, I'd watch that, and you know, I'd read that book, so it's fun. I enjoyed it. Superman Truth, this is the first actual Superman book of the thing after his identity is revealed by Lois Lane, and it bounces back and forth to before and now and before and now, and we get some stuff filled in it, and I'm really enjoying the Superman Truth storyline of him being less powered and his identity revealed. And last week when we saw what happened to Smallville, that was ridiculous, and they've made me into Superman, like into it. Like I really want to see what happens next to Clark Kent, which before I kind of like, ignored it. And then when Jeff Johns said, like, oh, I like Jeff Johns, but it's, you know, it's Superman. Now it's like, oh wow, this is actually cool. Like Superman, like you say he can't fly, but he can fly if he like sits on an airplane. I mean, like he can do that. That's cool. I mean, awesome. Green Lantern, Lost Army, art was amazing in this. Cullen Bunn writes it. It was a great mix of characters. We don't know what happened. We don't know why they're lost. We won't know until this annual comes out in maybe September, but that doesn't matter. It's awesome. We've already seen one guest star in that 8-page sampler, Krona. Don't know when or how or what time frame he's from, but he's there. And a lot of the Green Lanterns I love are there, including my favorite Green Lantern, which you'd know if you read solicitations in the future for future issues, but my favorite Green Lantern's in it, and you know, I really like that book. I really, really enjoyed it. And I like this concept of when you have like Legion of Superheroes. When they did Legion Lost, you have this crazy Legion of all these characters being this kind of like police force and whatnot, and you know, you have your stories and blah, 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 but when they did Legion Lost, and you take a small band of them, and you screw everything up for them and put them in a situation where they've lost. They're any military thing where a small battalion or small band of brothers are separated, that's cool. That's a cool concept to go from, and I thoroughly enjoyed the first issue, and they did pander to me because they put my favorite Green Lantern in it, so that's cool. Batgirl 41, you see the Energizer Bunny Batman from issue 41. So what's cool about this is it's Batgirl and her dad, because we know Jim Gordon is Batman, and we know Barbara Gordon is Batgirl, and they're at odds now because Batman is now a sanctioned vigilante of the police and the government and whatever, and Batgirl obviously is not. And so they're going head to head, but yet in their alter identity, they're just walking in the park, father, daughter, good times. So cool, that's neat. You didn't have that with a Bruce Wayne Batman. So I'm glad they're just jumping right into, here's stories we can tell with a James Gordon Batman that we couldn't tell with a Bruce Wayne Batman. Awesome. Aquaman, also Cullen Bunn, because apparently he has all the time in the world to write everything. This jumps back and forth from Atlantis, kind of how we remember it with Aquaman and Mira before whatever happened here, and then now it opens with St. Louis, the Arch, and St. Louis is landlocked, and then there's this crazy ancient Atlantean structure there. And Aquaman's all wacky, like weird, like what is he fighting against Atlantis? Is he fighting against the Surface World? What is he doing? Atlantis is definitely like after him. He's on the run. He's a renegade from Atlantis. We don't know exactly why or how. It's bouncing back and forth, but I'm liking it. I'm into it. It's cool. And finally, Justice League 3001. This is Giffen DeMatteis, the JLI team that did those books, you know, back in the day that were my favorite books of all time. Now it's in the far future. It's kind of like Futurama. These characters are brought back from the past, and you got Beetle and Booster there, You got Fire and Ice there. You got Gal Gardner, which is like a female Guy Gardner clone version of something. Just go with it. It's fun. And basically, you can read this if you haven't read the previous volumes. It might make you want to read the previous volumes, or it might make you say, like, what the hell is this shit? I don't know what's going on. However, for someone that has read JLI and liked it back in the day, or read it in collections and liked it, get it. It's fun. It's cool. Gal Gardner, give her a chance. She's pretty awesome. And that's the week of comics. A lot of good stuff. And yeah, sorry Secret Wars 4 is not out yet. I'll get it out as soon as I can. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.